Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am from United Public School. Welcome to English subject from 5th class.
Student, we already learned the half part of this lesson. Okay, second lesson, no? The boy who became king. What we have learned in previous video. So Arthur was the son of Uther Pendragon. So he was the king of England. Who was the king of England here? Uther Pendragon was the king of England. So in that one magician is there. What her name? Merlin. So what he wanted? So Merlin wanted the future king of England to grow up without knowing who he really was, and to prove that he was a true king. So he took baby Arthur away from his parents. So we already learned this half part in previous video. Okay. So what happened here again? Next. So year passed away. So Arthur grew up in a young man. So Sir Actor took his son Sir Kay and Arthur to the London for the tournaments. One tournament will be happen. Tournament means in the past a competition between the soldiers. Okay. So these Arthur, Sir Actor and Sir Kay all on this tournament. So this tournament will be held on New Year's Day. Okay. So on that next what happened? After that he left the house. Sir Kay realized that he has forgotten the sword. Sword means what here? This. Okay. Look at this picture. This is known as sword. Okay. So this sword. Arthur went back to the fetch. He found the house and locked. So he was wonder what to do. So when he was past the churchyard. See here is the churchyard now. So in the churchyard he saw the anvil of this sword. So he took this sword on this anvil. So he was the true king. So who was the true king here? Arthur was the true king. So what happened we can see in the remaining lesson. Okay. See on the stone were written these words. Whoever pulls this sword out of the stone is the true king of England. So what happens here? So on this stone. So this is known as stone. No? This is the anvil stone. So in that stone what was the words written? Whoever pulls this sword, whoever pulls this sword out of this stone is the true king of the England. So who was the true king here? We know that. So Arthur was the true king of this England. Okay. Arthur was so pleased to find a sword that he pulled it out without noticing or reading what was written on it. So what happened? Arthur was so pleased to find a sword that he pulled it without noticing. He did not read or notice that what was written on this stone. Okay. So he rushed to give it to Sir Kay. So what he do? Arthur was rushed to give this sword to the Sir Kay. When he told them where he had found the sword, nobody believed him. So Sir Kay, when he told them where he found this sword, nobody believed him. Nobody can believe to the authors. Let us return to the churchyard, said Sir Ector. So who said here? Sir Ector said that we can return to the churchyard. So where this sword will be there. This sword will be on the churchyard now. Who got this sword? This sword got the Arthur. So who said? Sir Ector said that let us return to the churchyard, said the Sir Ector. When Sir Ector saw the anvil and read what was written on it. So whenever the Sir Ector came to this churchyard, so he saw the anvil. What was written on the anvil? Whoever pulls this sword out of the stone, it is the true king of the England. So who read this? Sir Ector read this. He asked Arthur to put the sword back. So Sir Ector told to the Arthur that so you have to put the sword back. Again you have to put this sword on the anvil. After Arthur put the sword back, Sir Ector asked Sir Kay to pull out the sword, but he could not. So what he told after Arthur put the sword back? Who told? Sir Ector told to the Arthur that you have to put the sword back. So Arthur put the sword back. Sir Ector asked to Sir Kay to pull out the sword, but he could not. So who said? Sir Kay said that I will not do like this. Then he asked Arthur to pull it out. Arthur did. so quite easily. Sir Ector went to the Archbishop of Canterbury to tell him what happened. The Archbishop invited all the knights to London and asked them to pull out the sword from the anvil. Next, Sir Ector went to the Archbishop. Archbishop means main priest. This meaning is known as Archbishop means main priest. So he went. Sir Ector went to the Archbishop and he told that what happened. So Archbishop invited to the all the knights. Okay. Archbishop invited all the knights to the London and asked them to put all the sword from this anvil. You have to put the sword in this anvil. So all the knights are come to the London and put your sword on this anvil, from this anvil. Okay. None of the knights could put out the sword. None of the knights could not pull out the sword. None. No one can put the sword. Only young Arthur could do so. Only who do this? Only young Arthur. Arthur can do only. The Archbishop declared Arthur the King of England. So who declared that? The main priest declared that Arthur was the King of England. So now who was the King of England here? Arthur was the King of England. Okay. And all the knights knelt down before him with respect. So all of the kings are kneel down here before with the respect, giving the respect to the Arthur, all the knights. They promised their loyalty and service to him. Soon Arthur was crowned the king. King ruled well. King Arthur ruled well. So who ruled well here? Arthur ruled well. In that we complete our second lesson. So today's your assignment. So we already completed A bit, fill in the blanks. Now today we will go through the B bit, that is answer this question. So these two is your assignment. First question and second question is your assignment. So who was Arthur's father? Uther Pendragon was the Arthur's father. So he was the king of England. Now see the second question. Why did Merlin take Arthur away from his parents? Why did Merlin take away from his parents? Who was Merlin? First of all tell me. Magician. So why did Merlin wanted to look away from his parents? Because Merlin wanted to the future king of England to grow up without knowing who he really was and prove that he was the true king. So these two questions is your assignment. So copy these in your English notebook and send the answer in our group. Thank you.